Hey everyone, I'm Design Coma, and this is my reveal vlog. And I told you I was going to do it at video 40, and here it is, video number 40, reveal vlog, Design Coma. So I guess I'll go into, there's really not much more I can tell you about myself. I guess there's a few things. I do talk about my kids, quite often, and I do have a son and a daughter. I am married, and we do have a dog. His name is Pretzel, and you'll probably get him in some future videos. Right now this is just an introduction, and things like that. So, at some point I'll probably, show you guys some things around my house. Just a couple little areas. As far as that's concerned. I won't be doing a setup video at this point because this isn't a setup video. You can see some of my stuff that's behind me. This is the monitor right here that a good friend of mine, Sacred Havoc, I've used some of his videos before on my channel, and you guys should go check his channel out. It would really be cool if you went and checked out his videos. He doesn't really do any commentary at this point because he's not there yet, I suppose. But at the same time, it's not all about that. He just enjoys capturing the video of really good gameplay and posting it. That's what he has fun doing and enjoys it. He likes to do that. That's the way he likes to do things. And and these are my headphones. My headphones that I use. They're not no Astros or anything like that. Those are Sharkoons. Those are Sharkoons. They're not a bad headset, actually. They're pretty decent. They're pretty good. The one thing I like about them the most is that it uses optical audio. I'm looking up there because the little audio box is up there, but so it uses optical audio, and that's what I really like about them. And they're pretty seamless. They work with with the Xbox. They work with my PC, and they work with my PS4. Really, really simple, and I'm happy with that. That's what I like about them the most, is the fact that they work for everything. And I would love to have a pair of Astros. Who wouldn't? But unless I can get them for free, it's probably going to be a little bit further in my future before I get those. But at the same time, I don't have any issues with the headphones that I have. They work pretty good, and I'm good with them. So let's see, what else about me. I live in Michigan. I've mentioned that quite a few times, and just about every person who lives in Michigan will tell you that we have a love-hate relationship with Michigan. It's mostly because of the seasons, and I think it's really the winter season that everybody really has a hard time with. So it's just kind of one of those things where it's a love-hate. We love the winter time when it's around Christmas time and all that. Who doesn't, right? Christmas time is a great time. It's one of my favorite times of the year because that's when all the family gets together. And that's when it's always that's great. Because everybody's so busy all the time throughout the year, and this is like that one time where we can really all get together, and that's what I love about Michigan. Or Michigan. That's what I love about Christmas, and it's just getting together with family and friends. It's always a good time. So let's see, my favorite time of year though, and most Michiganders, favorite time of year is summer. It's summer and fall for me. I like the early fall when it's still kind of warm, but it's getting just a little bit chilly, and the leaves start changing and all that kind of stuff. If anybody ever has an opportunity to come to Michigan during the fall, make sure you do it when the trees are changing, and you go up into the upper part of Michigan. It is just it's amazing when you get up on those hills and you just see all the different colors in those trees. It's really cool. And there's other states, like Wisconsin and everyone else who has the trees changing, at the same time. So it's not just Michigan where you'll find that at, obviously. Some other things, let's see, I used to live in Texas for a little while. About a year and a half I lived in Texas. I was down there in Texas for, I was in the service. I was stationed at Fort Hood, and that's where I lived. I lived in, when I first got there, I was living in Killeen, Texas, which is, central Texas. And it was real close to the base, so that's why I was living there. But then I was able to get a hold of some government housing, which was awesome because I didn't have to pay rent then, which was great. So, I got the government housing, and that was in Coppers Cove, Texas. Wasn't too much further. It wasn't really that far. I think it was probably about a 20-minute drive or so from the base, but at the same time, it was great. I loved Texas. It was absolutely wonderful when I lived there. And this was many, many years ago when I was still in my 20s. So that was a long time ago. I was in my 20s. And I used to talk to my father on the phone, and in the wintertime in January, and he, I'd be asking him, how's the weather? And, and he's like, oh, it's snowy and cold, obviously, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm sitting here in my shorts, but it's not all like that in Texas. It does get cold down there sometimes. But for the most part, it's nice. It's a really nice state to be. I love Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, is a really great place to live. I would, if I could move down there now, I would. But we made some promises to my kids. We've moved a number of times, and we've decided, okay, we're sticking here. We're not going to go anywhere. This is it. Until they get out of high school. So once they're both out of high school and they're out on their own into college and whatnot, yeah, I'm looking to move someplace warm because I can only stand the snow and shoveling the snow so much. So let's see a few other things. I've been playing games for quite some time. I used to play games on my Commodore 64 and sit there and plug those games into the computer, and they were all numerical, and it was time consuming. If it was, depending on how big it was, it was huge. And once you got it all done and it worked, if you had any errors or whatever, you'd have to fix it. But at the same time, once the game came up and you started playing it, it wasn't really a lot, not like the games you see today. It's amazing to me that I've been able to go on this journey of seeing how games have changed, since Pong, and since Atari and since the Commodores and all of those computers. You couldn't even really call them computers. They were more of a terminal in a sense. It was just a keyboard with some memory in it and a processor, and it really didn't do anything until you put the floppy drive or the floppy disk into the drive, and all it would do is process whatever was on there. So, unlike computers are today, where they're just technology is just amazing as to what it was, back, I guess back in those days when I would mess around with Commodore 64. We went all the way up to the 128, and when my dad bought the 128, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I've got the 128. Holy cow. But, it's still at the same time, compared to what we have now, it just, it really wasn't much of anything. So, yeah. A few other things. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to be wrapping this up here in a little bit. So a few things to be looking for. Let me say this. If you guys have any comments or anything like that, please give me the comments. I have no problem if there's something you felt needed improving in a video or whatever, please let me know. I have no issues with a criticism, as far as a video is concerned. I'm always looking to improve in whatever areas I can. I'm really happy with the channel. I'm having a blast doing it, and I just love it. I just enjoy it, I know it's not, a huge channel with thousands of subscribers, but that could be in the future, you just never know what's going to happen when you start doing something like this. And, for me right now, it's just fun. I just have a good time doing it. and it gives me something to do other than nothing, and instead of sitting in front of the TV mindlessly watching, television. I do have stuff that I like to watch, but for the most part, it's just a few things, a few shows. And to start doing this, and my wife is happy about it because it's something to do, and ultimately, would I like to be making money off of it? Well, that remains to be seen, I mean, that's in the future. Right now, the channel's still small, and it doesn't make sense for me right now to be doing that, so I'm just having a blast. I just love doing it. It's fun to make the video, to get the capture, and to, put it into, the editor I use, which I have to redo that video because there was an update to it. They came out with a new version of it, and it's just way different than what it used to be. So yeah, it's I'm gonna have to do another video on that. And so future things to watch for is yes, I'll do a setup video at some point. My setup's not huge. This is the camera I'll be doing it with. I don't have everything for this camera to do it with, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out just yet. I was originally going to use this for the vlog, but it wasn't really working out. So I started looking into different webcams, and come to find out, I've got my cell phone, and that's what I'm using to do this video with. I will be at some point getting something better because this isn't really the best quality. The camera is only so good on my phone, and it's not a crappy phone either, which is really surprising. It's a Samsung, but the camera in is just not as good as some of the newer Samsungs. So yeah, you can look for setup videos. Me and my kids, we have really been working hard on getting things put together for the Minecraft thing we want to do. Where they teach Dad how to play Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft a day in my life. So there's that. And I also want to, we'll do some more videos of things, that we might be doing as a family. I have to see how comfortable my wife would be being on camera. I don't think she'll have an issue with it, but at the same time, I want to respect her wishes as well. That's important to me. So there's the there's the Minecraft channel with me and the kids, and there's also a thing that me and my son have been talking about doing of something on a comical side, comedic side of things, where we're gonna sit here and we're just gonna talk. When me and him talk about some stuff, we get really, really goofy, which is fun because he's at that age where it's just a lot of fun. Me and him, we just goof around sometimes. And his personality, he's got mostly his mom, but he does have the smart aleck side, which is me. My wife will tell you that. So yeah, you can look for those things. And I guess that's going to do it for this video. So again, if you guys have any comments, please share them. I'm all for it. And I'm glad, the comments that I'm getting from those that enjoy the videos, I'm really happy you're enjoying the videos. And, if there's ever a time where the video didn't really strike you, hey, give me why, let me know why. I'm all for it. But for the most part, everybody's enjoying them. I'm really happy about it. I'm happy with the channel. I'm having a blast. It's really a lot of fun. You can look for, more gameplay that I get from my friend Sacred Havoc. He usually sends me something every so often to use, and you can check his channel out too. Sacred Havoc, and I'll provide the link in the description to this video for that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are thrilled to put a face with the name now. And at some point, I will probably be doing some, some more of this, and be, doing. I'm gonna try and work on doing some gameplay. Well, maybe not. I'm not necessarily streaming, but some webcam footage with me doing some gameplay at the same time. So that's something I'm working on because it's. I gotta get used to playing and talking at the same time. Right now, my editing software doesn't require me to do that, you know, which is pretty cool. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know, give it a like and, you know, subscribe. Of course, you know, I would love it if you subscribed, and, you know, share my channel. You know, share my videos and all that good stuff. You know, I think I'm going to be doing a video on. I'm gonna talk about the KontrolFreeks I use. You know, I don't get paid by them to do it, so I think I'm just going to review them because, again, I'm an old school gamer. You know, why change things that aren't broken? You know, it's kind of the way I see it. But I love the KontrolFreeks now, so we'll get into that and do a different video. So again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like, favorite, you know, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.